see here. God, I would be sick if this like came down into here. Wait, did it? 90-50? Nope. All right, so we got the closure above, kind of retracing now. It'll be sick if we get a tap into here for a new protected swing that we can now look when this closes in 5 minutes. And this 15-minute candle closes here. YM kind of whips on a little bit. Down, up, down, up. At least NASDAQ's kind of had like a proper pullback, right? Pull back into here, kind of up again. Kind of seems like the whole market's just waiting on 10. Like, what are we doing? All right, so we got into here. Kind of overlaps with this inversion as well, right? Oh, brother. All right. 2.5 minutes till the new 15-minute, until 10 o'clock. New 4 hour. Yeah, YM and ES kind of look a little stronger at the moment. I mean, just looking at side by side, right? Kind of still in this consolidation. I want to see how 10 o'clock plays. This thing is just up and down and up. Let's zoom out, right? About to get this new 4 hour closure. Okay. A pretty strong close into all-time highs on the 4 hour. About to get a new 30-minute. Okay. So this will be a protected swing, close above, right? You can see it's already painting it early. Same thing with in Q here. 30-minute close off this imbalance. SMT at the lows. So like this low is technically protected. Once we close. If we're going to go higher, then it's just about hunting that continuation. Technically, you could go long. Wait, let's just put it up here. At 10, I might have to do that actually. can get 5. If you close above. It's if. Close. See, we didn't close above. God, that's annoying. Gotta wait. We'll see. Candle 4, right? Technically, this is a candle 3 with the SMT. See, we didn't close above, so no entry for me. So let's wait. Let's take a little peek while we wait. Oh, it's frozen. My screen is frozen. Holy lag. Hello? What are we doing right now? Bro, whenever I try and market order in, it's lagging. I'll just set a limit. That was a little weird. I don't like that. Maybe I need to get a new PC. Because I think what it's doing is trying to calculate how many contracts I can get based on where my stop is, based on all those factors, right? So it's doing that in real time, and I think I'm streaming. I think I need to get a new PC. I would love a retracement to get me in. We'll take some off at these highs. Yeah, that was wild. Like from here to here. 45 handle stop. Where's the Dom? Okay. I hate how it stacks these orders. Fucking annoying. Can we fix that? 87.25. Okay, stops there. Let's get rid of all these. I hate how it stacks it. 83.75. What I want. Boom. All right, boys. We're in. 5 contracts long. Look at that reaction there off the order block. Beauty so far. Yeah, I told myself we might start working the 1 minute back in since we're seeing some nice one-sided movement. And the volatility's a little higher. But yeah, plan. Take some off here and go break even at these highs. So, hold on. Hide positions. I can move this. It's about like a 2R at these highs. Almost a 3R at all-time highs. I'm not going to get greedy. We're going to try and sell my position to these buyers up here. You know what I'm saying? So we'll do like, that also aligns with the -1. We'll scale out a few contracts up there, maybe like 3 out of the 5. Right now I'm just monitoring these highs though, right? I don't want to see SMT and us just sell off after sweeping these highs. Kind of playing catch up on YM. But so far so good, right? Blue, make this blue. Matchy matchy. Got long on this order block here. Nice little reaction there. Couldn't have gotten a better entry, to be honest. Spread is like almost a full handle. Yeah. I don't feel like managing it super aggressive on the 1 minute. Because we could see a pullback, right? A little bit off these highs. You know? And I've been stopped out for break even so many times managing aggressive on the 1 minute. So I'm gonna give a little room to breathe. Maybe I'll reduce some risk by half, but not jam it right at break even super soon. Because the plan, like I said, is to go break even at these highs at a 2R. But depending on what kind of structure we put in along the way, that could change. But like I would take this trade 10 times out of 10 again. You know, everything's lining up. We're aligned with the daily candle expansions, the weekly candle expansions, the 4 hours still up, right? We're so close to all-time highs. Like I would not be trying to be short, that's for sure. And this doesn't look like a 1 hour closure, bearish closure, right? It just looks like indecision. Long wicks on both sides. It's not like a candle like this with a super long wick one-sided. Steak dinner or McDonald's? And I'll show it once again, right? Amp live down here. But like we've seen the analysis play out, you know, through and through, right? Talking about the SMT, talking about what I want to see. So the logic's there. It's just that we're gonna see the follow through now with the market. Is NASDAQ gonna catch up to these highs up here? And so far on the 5 minute, we've disrespected this imbalance, right? We're in this last one here, little inversion. So I think that's the moment, the last line of defense for shorts. So if we disrespect those, I think we might be in a good position, right? We're way past the ADR. I'm not worried about that though. It's one of those days with news driving the market. Let's see here. 40% relative volume at 10 o'clock. It's not too bad. Funny how I get in, it just starts chopping. Like, what we doing, bruh? Gym today? Yeah, I'll be at the gym. Yeah, ES made high. Needed Inky to follow. Which indicators are used on the screen? There's a link in description to the fractal model indicator, TTFM. It's what paints these high time frame candles, and I hand drew some of this stuff, but it does paint out the SMT and stuff for the strategy that we're using. So far, so good. Just a little grind up, you know? Hopefully it doesn't take this long to get up to our first TP. But I'm going to take 3 off up at these highs. See, now the Dom's back. I don't know why it went away. I don't pay for level 2, so you're not seeing any order stuff on the order book. Shit. Get rid of that. I gotta check something real quick. Okay. Sometimes it likes to duplicate orders, and I gotta like check and make sure. Like there'll be like orders stacked underneath this one, so instead of it being sell 5, it'll be like sell 5, but under that another sell 5. So it's getting me out for 10. Basically reversing my position. It's happened to me before. It's kind of annoying. What's my split look like? 100%, bruh. Trading my own cash. I don't split a dime. Except with my broker on commissions. But it's like, what, $2 per side per contract? So if I sell one mini contract, pay my broker $2. If I buy it back, pay $2. So it's $4 round trip. Yeah, see, we're still digging in this 5-minute imbalance. Could see a pullback here. Sleep out some of these slow grind lows. I'm not being aggressive with the stop. I'm not going to move it. I guess I could go to the bodies. I might do that to reduce a little risk. What's the open on that? 72, 75. We'll go to bodies. Take some risk off the table. Oh, gym split, not profit split. Yeah, it could sweep this low out before moving higher. It's been kind of one of those mornings, right? Just don't want to see us retrace and dump off these highs pretty hard, because if that's the case, then there's a little 5-minute imbalance though that we could tap into. You look right here. So we'll keep that marked. Go to the 5-minute. Right here. I could easily get tapped into before moving higher. Just gonna give it some time. My gym split is push on Mondays, so like chest, legs on Wednesdays, pull Fridays. So I'm a deadlift today, pull-ups, bent over rows, lat pull downs, stuff like that. 3.5K is crazy. 13K up at this high. I'm risking 3K right now. Still on the trade, so hasn't even touched this 5-minute yet. Little SMT at this 5-minute imbalance so far with ES. Then we got the most amount of people we've had ever in here. 93 people. Can we get a war is over tweet? 3, 2, 1, boom. You guys know what I'm talking about? That video? Bro, we gotta pull that up again. Yeah, you're late, man. You missed century. Three, two, one, boom. It's a little bit of a grinder on the 1 minute, right? Who's holding tech back? So now we're in candle 4. Because this would be candle 2, technically. If there was an SMT, right? Candle 3 here. Now we're inside candle 4. We want to see candle 4 expand. We saw a little expansion here in candle 3. We want to see candle 4 expand. This 30 minutes looking pretty good. We got in right, look, right here at the open of this 30 minute. Right after 10 o'clock opened. Same with the hourly. We really need to see the hourly push past the 50% of this wick, right? That's what we want to see. So we'll keep that drawn there. We want to see it trade above that. Because we're still messing around at this 5 minute imbalance, right? In this 5 minute inversion. FEG here. We're still messing around in it. I don't want it to be one of those things where it's like come into OTE and dump, you know? After taking out highs here on other assets. We don't want to see. This blue box is this 5 minute imbalance here. Equal lows kind of look. So it would want to come down here. That's why I haven't gone break even yet. The plan is to kind of take some off here and go break even, depending on the structure, right? We haven't even closed above. This isn't even a protected low, right? Didn't sweep out a low, didn't tap into an imbalance. So I haven't closed above either. Yeah, Zach entered the trade. Time to chop. All right, so we tapped into that 5 minute imbalance. You can see here. We need that to hold, push price higher. If not, looking sketch. Would be great as if we go higher from here, right? Close above this down close candle. Then I can trail using a protected swing, right? And just go break even that way. That would be great. That's how I like to trail my stop, is using protected lows or highs, depending on if I'm short. But we've already reduced some risk. I'm not in a hurry to jam my stop anywhere. And this is the new 15-minute candle, right? T-spot, if you think about it, the 50%. Close, stay above it. Let the wick form. Trade the body, right? I could even add to my position here if I wanted to. If we close above. We'll see. It's not up to me anymore. It's up to the market if it wants to behave. I'm just executing the system. What to do? Can I get a pump? Netanyahu showed me the secret strat. Look at this. Hold up. Secret strat used by Netanyahu. Hope I didn't jinx it. Yeah, we're starting to see a sell off. Bruh. Look at that, bro. Make sure no one's tweeting. Trump's talking about how he got a call on the phone. Thank you, Saudi Arabia. Trump tweets. Trump's tweeting right now, bro. Are you serious? Can we not do this right now? Trump says, crisis is over. Let's go. Can we get a pump? The volatility's sketchy, though. If crisis is over, don't stop me out. Don't play with me like that. I'm being dead ass. Let me find the... Good thing I'm not trading micros. Look at this. They're removing all the mines from the straight. How do I copy this? Look at this. Crisis over. Stay away. I got a call from NATO asking if we need help. Can we get a... I received a call from NATO, told them to stay away. They were useless when needed. This dude's just yapping. All right, now can we get a pump? We had the retracement into that 5-minute imbalance. It was very sloppy. Also a little 15-minute imbalance. I couldn't really see because my execution thing's in the way. But we just tapped into this little 15-minute. Bruh. Right here. So we've tapped into that. We just swept some lows, right? This looks like a little consolidation, right? External range hit. It'd be nice to pump from here. It kind of looks like it's a little rollover though, which I don't like. Everything else is up. Or holding, at least. Yeah, just nasty wicks. Wiki action. He could say something like outrageous. Someone needs to take away his phone. Get him one of those like jitterbug phones that you give your grandma. You can only call like 3 numbers. Get him a jitterbug. Just hover around break even. What a tease, man. What a tease. I've seen some people with those trifold laptops. We got 103 people in here right now. That's the most we've ever had. Can we get to 60 likes on the stream? If you guys are enjoying it, helps me out in the world of algorithms and YouTube and whatnot. But also, if you're just having a good time on this Friday, let me know. Hit that like button. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. You'll get notifications when I go live in the future. Might even post some highlights from streams, trades we've taken, things like that. I've ever traded in a plane. I've managed a position at the airport and looked at charts at the airport, but I've never actually like traded from the air. I traded in Italy when I was in Italy, just on my phone, riding around on the train. Let's look at the other indices, right? Can we get a move on? Please. For me. Initiate chop protocol. I feel like we're about to get a spike in one direction. Hopefully it's up. I want to like bump up the time frame. A little 3-minute imbalance here as well. I kind of just got getting tired of it watching on the 1 minute. I kind of just want to watch on the 3. Maybe even the 5. It's like just too choppy. Sweeping lows. Just doing its thing around break even. We got a pretty good entry though. So aren't seeing that follow through, right? There's a little 15-minute gap here we're digging into. 2 minutes until this candle closes. That's the thing. And it's going to put in another candle 2 closure at the lows here at this imbalance. So that's a bullish candle 2 closure. So we'll see what it wants to do. You know? It's also going to be a new 30-minute candle. I'd love for this thing not to close back inside the previous. That'll be great. But I was kind of anticipating this thing to kind of just run up, but it hasn't. From our initial entry, right? Taking its sweet time. No, I already reduced risk, right? We were down here, reduced some risk almost by 75%, or sorry, 25%. We'll see how this 30-minute closes in the next 2 minutes. Right here. But even then, this closure for me wouldn't get me looking for shorts because we haven't hit a POI on the 30-minute. We haven't swept a high yet. And these are closing pretty strong across the board. 15-minute looking decent. Can NASDAQ catch up? The 5-minute is even kind of looking decent with these wicks down here. We're still respecting this imbalance. We haven't closed outside of it yet. Let's see how it closes here on the 5-minute. Yeah. And this is technically a protected low on ES right here. Up this one into an imbalance, close above these down close candles. So let's see. I think we could get a run up here off this. If Trump's done yapping on Twitter or Truth. Sometimes I just get sick of looking at chop. Might bump up to a time frame, like the 5 minute, and manage it. Nice closure there on the 5 minute. 30 minute. Did we close back in? No, we didn't close back in the range. Here we go. 10:30. Can we get a little pop for me? I've been patient, man. Can we get a pop? What's that song? I was patient. Yeah, I was patient. Congratulations by Post Malone. Well, we can scream that we made it. I mean, it's looking somewhat decent, right? Kind of curling off this imbalance. Or all these imbalances on these time frames, right? 5 minute, 15 minute, 3 minute. We want to see. We want to pay attention to this high now, right here. It's been marked out. I'm gonna go ahead and remove. Well, I'll keep this tool on, I guess. Helps you guys see where we're at. But we want to pay attention to this high here, because now this is like, are we in a consolidation now? So I want to see how we react here when we hit, if we hit. You can see here, right? Candle 2 closure now confirmed with this 15 minute, and it's painted it out right here. So technically I can reduce risk more, which I think I might. The low on here is 1450. We'll go ahead and reduce some risk here. So we're basically risking 1,800 bucks. And if we hold all the way up here, that's 13K. But the plan, take a few contracts off at these highs. We just had to be patient, man. Play the boom video. All right. I gotta just bookmark that video. All right. Wait. Ready?
हमने डाउन का ट्रेड प्लेस कर लिया.
Told everyone to short, but little did you know we're long.
4, 3, 2, 1, boom.
See, he was trying to short right there. Can't be doing that. They go, oh, the whole class. 3, 2, 1, boom. So we've been in this trade since 10 o'clock, and it's 10:33. So 30 minutes. All the other indices are pushing. We're starting to get some movement. I'm gonna go ahead and set a limit. I'm gonna sell 2 at this swing high right here. That's 725. Maybe we'll just sell 3. It's close. I'm not sure why that's there. We'll sell 3 there, and we'll go break even. I'm gonna go ahead and go break even right now, actually. There's ain't no way I'm gonna turn this into an L. He's like, we flying. $25. Yeah. Can't turn the winner into a loser, right? I'm gonna go and place a stop at opening price. Shouldn't return back there. Just in case we do get some kind of big spike. Maybe it'll cover me on slippage or something. Let's see, man. We were patient and it's paid off so far. Hit that like button if you're in the trade with me. NQ paying. We'll lock in some profit here at around 1.6 R, 1.7 R ish. Little 1 minute balance. We want to see how that reacts. I would hate for us to sweep this high, get so close, just to come all the way back down. That would be brutal. Because I'm looking at these assets, right? I could want to dig down into this down close candle here, right? On the 5 minute. That's not looking too hot. If it dumps, that's brutal, bro. They're gonna close the straight again on me. Hurry, Zach's in profit. Close the straight. Trump's just talking about a great and brilliant day for the world. I agree. If we hit TP, what a wonderful day. He's tweeting again, bro. Can we stop? Let's see. Still inside this imbalance. But do I need to mark these out for you guys, or are we all experienced here? Can you read price without marking every single thing? We need to see this 5 minute. Sorry, 15 minute. Wait. Yeah, this 3 minute wick. We need to push past this. Close above here. Maybe even add to the position or trail stop, right? I don't know. Once we hit here, I might trail stop here. You know? See, and then see how we react here. I don't want to give back, take out high day and everything roll over, right? And give back all these profits. So I'll probably trail stop here. Protect it low. We close above and hit TP. Maybe I'll sell 3 here, another around here, and the last one for all-time high. Curious. I don't use volume, but we're up like 5 grand right now. It'd be a shame to give it all back, wouldn't it? But you gotta follow the plan. We're not even up. Where are we at? We're not even up 1.5 R yet. So 1.8 is at this high right here. This high is 1.6. So I'm willing to sell some at 1.6, 1.7-ish, and hold runners. And the average is going to be around 2 something, you know, which is good for me. I'm not looking to get greedy. That's how we're doing, man. We're not jamming stops like we jam stop. But the plan on, what was it, Wednesday? We took a trade. The plan was to be aggressive with the stop because we were trading a candle 5, new hourly candle, right? So I went in with the mindset like, hey, I could get stopped out break even here because I'm being aggressive. And we did, right? The trade played out if I hadn't moved it, but I wasn't willing to take the risk. First trade in over a month, right? Execution might be a little sloppy, you know how it is. If you haven't traded for that long. Let's see, man. We're close to TP. Three, two, one. Boom. I mean, look at the 5 minute. 3 minute. Right. It's easy to get lost in the lower time frame. Zoom out. Hit this opening price here. Remember those down close candles? Nice reaction there. Bang. All right, first TP. Locked in some profit. Uh-oh. I'm not sure what just happened, but we're seeing a spike. Maybe I'll just hold the rest for up here. Lock in another 5 grand. Still up about 3,500-ish. So, can we get a some clapping emojis in the chat for the patience? Not just my patience, but anyone who was with me on that. Right? Now we need to see reaction, how we react here. Okay? Done deal. Now, I'm going to trail stop here, like I said I would. Iran has agreed to never close the Strait of Hormuz again. That's pretty bullish if you ask me. Exactly. Bro, how to keep myself calm watching drawdown? Because I've seen it coming to drawdown hundreds of times. It's just the reps, dude. Just the reps. I've had price come to my stop loss like a few ticks away and reverse on me. So when my girl tries to manipulate me, I'll tell her, you do your worst. Because the market's already manipulated me 100 times. Do your worst. See, this is where I might start getting a little aggressive. Not trailing below 1 minute lows, but like, I'm thinking maybe put it here. This last imbalance low, you know? Lock in some more profit. Lock in another 2,200. See you, Tyler. Thanks for stopping in. Good week this week. This is going to get us break even back on the week. Maybe even in profit. Because this might be more than a 2-hour trade. Right? So we might actually come out green on the week. Took 2 L's yesterday, unfortunately. But this is a nice dub. But we're getting so close to TP, to all-time highs. This thing could just spike hard as fuck. We could leave a runner. But I'm not going to get greedy. I'm going to lock in some profit and take an early weekend. We're getting close to 11 o'clock. This hourly candle's doing its thing. Yeah, like you can see the other trades we took yesterday. Yeah. Keep it riding. Maybe I'll take one at all-time high and let the other one ride. That'd be fun. We'll take one off. How about that? We'll take one off. Maybe trail. One. At 63.75. Let it come down to these imbalances if it wants, right? That's what my stop's here. But it's been fun. I had to kind of sit through this retracement here. But see how lethargic this is compared to these moves, right? Leaving imbalances in its path. Displacement versus kind of lethargic, slow grind down. That's how you identify a retracement, right? You have imbalances coming up. Like you have the reversal, right? The V-shaped reversal, imbalances. Expansion met with expansion. Slow lethargic retracement into those imbalances. Expansion, leaving imbalances. Kind of a little grindy retracement, consolidation, whatever you want to call it. And then more expansion, right? So it's just phases of price is all you need. Like combine the phases of price with these higher time frame candle closures and you'll be good. And here's your new candle 4 off this candle 3 expansion here. Candle 2 closure, candle 3 expansion, new candle 4 here. So let's see if this wants to push. Could retrace a bit to go higher. It's classic open, low, high, close somewhere up here. Appreciate it, Wowzer. It's an awesome trade. I agree. Like I said, I would take this trade 10 times out of 10 again. Ask yourself that, like, after you get out of a trade or before you take it. One, it's the more you do this, the easier it is to anticipate and like, okay, I want to see this happen so I can do this. If this happens, I'm going to do this, right? If then statements is all it is. The more you do it, the easier it gets to anticipate and tell yourself, I want to see this happen so I can do this, right? And if it happens, you've prepared mentally for it. So you're ready to push the button. You got your trade plan already laid out in front of you. It's just about following it and executing it now. So like, even if I take a loss, like in those losses that I journaled yesterday, I wrote down things I did right, things I did wrong, where I can improve. One of the things I always write down that I did right was I entered without hesitation because I never hesitate anymore, right? Especially in the 1 minute, I used to hesitate because they move so quick. You got 60 seconds to make a decision before the new candle comes, right? And yeah, it's quick money, fast money, but for a newbie, especially in these conditions, you got to be nimble and quick and make quick decisions. And that puts added pressure on you and you can mess up, right? Because taking more trades, higher frequency just means more risk, right? More opportunity to make mistakes, things like that. Yeah, if you're just now sitting down, it's a little late. I don't trade the PM session, but the move for the morning is pretty much playing out. I wait for lunch to kind of do its thing and then see what happens. It could just grind up. The thing is, though, when we hit here for the rest of my position for one contract off, I have 2 on. Where are we going to trail? We're going to trail this swing low here? Or just let it ride from here and not touch it? Because technically, like this 15-minute candle could retrace into the T spot, right? These imbalances, like so, before moving higher. So it could easily come down and still be a valid trade. Then we got 57 likes. Can we get to 70 likes? I know we got almost 100 people in here. Some have come, some have gone. We're so close to TP. Let me put this back up here. Wait, what the hell? Right here. Come to daddy. Ain't nothing like making 5 figures from your bedroom. You know what I'm saying? I also lost almost 5 figures yesterday, so. Gotta be humble, right? Slap a VWAP indicator on it. And if / when we blow past all-time highs and we're on 2 or even 3 standard for deviation, you trail behind 1 or 2 minute candles low. Let's see. Where are we at for VWAP? Do you do anchored or auto anchored? See, we're like way past VWAP. I'm not sure what. We're way past the upper half. Do you anchor it off like the open or what? You anchor VWAP? We could also just do a time-based exit. This will expand, right? We still have till 11 o'clock. We can wait till 11 to see what we do with the last contract. You know, we can do a time-based exit as well when this candle's done expanding, right? You just don't want to see it hit and close candle 2, reversal candle at the all-time highs. I just don't know if people are going to be buying this. It's so extended. Like, look at the daily. Who in their right mind was buying this breakout of all-time highs? Like, not me, but I guess people do that. Can I explain my model or any video about it? So I trade the fractal model. Little imbalance here on the 1 minute. Let's watch that. Yeah, there's videos. There's a link. Very first link in the description of this video says watch more. It's trade recaps. If you want to go, I explain my trades in depth. That's annoying. But we're so close. Look at this bullshit. See, that's what we don't want. Let's see. Do I trade London? No. I usually wake up at like 7:30, New York time. 5 minute imbalances, right? Could easily want to tap in there. We want to see us push past half of this wick on that 3 minute. Once again, like we did here. Still got 8 to 9 minutes until 11 o'clock. Whoa, what is that? What? The 1 minute candle just disappeared. Trading View needs to get their shit together. My shit was lagging earlier. I was trying to market order in. Instead, we got the limit, which is fine. But like, no one cares about all these little dumbass like features. What happened to being for the traders, man? Portfolio managers aren't using TradingView. Also, another thing, make it so we can change our hotkeys. I would market order in all the fucking time. Like Shift B, Shift S. It's Windows key Shift S to take a screenshot on Windows. You know how many times I market ordered in on accident, trying to, like, selling short on accident? And it auto market orders in however many contracts you have sitting here. So sometimes I'd have like 10 sitting here from when I last traded or pushed the button. And like, bruh, I'd be like accidentally selling short 10 cons on NASDAQ when I'm trying to take a screenshot. It's like, what are we doing? Can we please get some like customizability and performance updates? Sorry, I don't mean to complain on here, but like, pay all this money for subscription. This is kind of tripping me out. I don't know why it's looking like this. Anyone else's chart look like this? Where like it showed the down close candle earlier, but now it's showing me a gap down. I might just need to refresh. Because like I don't know if I can trail here or what. It's not showing it on my other monitor either, which is weird. But we're so close. I feel like they're just gonna fucking chop it around for a second before it pushes through. New 11 o'clock candle incoming in the next 6 minutes. Getting like a slight little pullback before the high. Makes sense. I could also take one off here, but we'll just let it ride, man. It's all time. It's new all-time highs. It's a special day in the market. I want to be a part of it. Switch to 30-second. No, it's all right. I have it pulled up on my other monitor. I can see it. It's a down close candle met with an up close right here. See how it goes? Look at the time at the bottom. 10:49 to 10:51. It's like it's missing. All right, so there's a 5-minute imbalance right here we could easily dip into. Or pushing higher. So let's watch that. Although it would be quite annoying if we got stopped out here. But like, see this stair step up, elevator down. Like, come on, man. Oh, that's not good. All the other indices are also kind of like dipping. Let's see if it rebounds here. Or if it wants to come get my stop. That's a brutal pullback. Anyone trailing below these 1-minute lows, like, grab their stops, head higher. Like, they could just want to push this thing. Like, bro, what? That's crazy. I can trail to this low. We close above here. It's also a new 5-minute protected low. If we close above here on the 5-minute. Yeah, this should be the one for all-time high. That was a kind of a crazy drop, probably to trick some people to go higher. We're kind of getting close to the 11 o'clock hour, though. 11 o'clock in 3 minutes. 2 minutes. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me all week. If you guys enjoy the streams, like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments in the chat. You see me took 2 L's yesterday. We got a pretty good trade here today. So I'm curious to see what the average is for the RR. I think it's going to be somewhere around like 2 or 2 or more. If we can get all-time high. Maybe a runner. Finally got, I mean, the first week I was streaming, we didn't even take a single trade. Now we're taking, taking 3 in the past 2 days. All valid setups, too. Just a tricky market. If you're new to trading and you're trying to learn in these conditions, like, you just know that you're learning in some of the toughest conditions I've ever traded. And I've been doing this since 2020, trading full time for almost 4 years now. So I think that's enough experience to kind of speak on like a full market cycle. Because I was trading during the Ukraine stuff, trading during COVID. Like, those are some of the wildest times. Trading during the tariff drop. Now trading in this, the longest chop I've ever been in ever on the daily chart. So you're learning in some of the hardest conditions. So if you're struggling, don't feel bad. Because hell, I was struggling too. Survival mode, right? Know when to hit the gas, know when to lay off the gas, and kind of just preserve capital. Base hits, right? I'll be honest, this kind of feels like I'm not swinging for the fences, but like I'm trying to get a little extra out of it. Because we're already past 2R. But We'll see. We'll see how 11 o'clock acts, right? Coming up here in the next 10 seconds or so. This is not a good, it's a weird closer. Indecision. Here's 10 o'clock. Oh, sorry, 11 o'clock. 15-minute imbalance at the lows. Could want to sweep this low out one more time. Get close to my stop. Might even stop me out. Who knows? They're mean with it. Shoot, we've been in here since 10:02, so almost an hour. Cortisol level 100, yeah. That's why I started going on walks. Never in my life I started walking for fun. You know you're getting cooked in the market when you start running or walking for fun. Want to see us just push. No. Would love to not even tap this low. I mean, we just immediately rebalanced on the 1 hour. So. They might just chop this shit below all-time highs. Kind of like they did with the January high yesterday. I don't feel like I'm being greedy. It's just we're trading the plan, right? We're up 2R right here. Currently. I can always take one off here and just hold. But we'll see. I'm just going to stick with it. See, hopefully 11 will give us that pump. And then maybe 11 o'clock sweeps the previous hourly high, gets us out. And then if that wants to close bearish and sell off, that's probably what it'll do. If it's going to sell off. Five minutes looking good across the board. Yes, still respecting its 5-minute imbalance. Right here. In Q, same. I mean, I don't even want to speak on why I haven't really been watching it, but little imbalance there. It kind of closed through, but it's kind of a choppy. I think we'll get it. What time frame is this? This is the 1 minute, 15-minute model. So 1 minute candles, 15-minute higher time frame candles here. Can you take me higher? I'm about to go stop. Wait at this low, honestly. Want to see this candle expand. And let the 1 hour wick already be put in off this immediate rebalance. That's kind of what I'm playing. I think once we sweep this high, I'll go break even. Or sorry, stop here. We've already closed above it, so like I could, but yeah, why not? I gotta go to the gym anyways. Locked in some more profit. 3,200. Whoa, what is that candle? Oh. All right, well, we're out for all the marbles. We got out. Still around 2R. I'm just making sure no one tweeted anything. That volatility. That's actually hilarious that just happened. I literally moved it just now and it did that. Yeah. We basically got out right where we got out the first time. But that's the trade, guys. Five contracts here. Limit in. And then just we're patient through this. Wrote it up. And now classic chop below all-time highs. Yeah. I think we'll call it here. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Let me before we hop off. Let me pull up and see how much I'm up. It'd actually be hilarious if it just wicked me out real quick and just moved. 7,700. $7,700. That's it. So, almost made all the losses of the money back from yesterday. Slightly red on the week, but been tough. We will journal this win, relax over the weekend, come back next week, execute the system again, right? So, appreciate you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new here, and feel free to follow me on socials here. I'll go ahead and put those in the chat as well if you want to keep up with me outside of YouTube. But that's it. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Peace.